hey, happy 420 or happy Easter or whatever you celebrate. Happy. I'm back from the dead. I'm Trina of Trina's Technobabble. I did 2 streams last Sunday. We had the Retro Repair Roundup, had the amazing, awesome Veronica Explains. If you have not checked out that show, go do that. And then I did a stream right after, and I noticed that my voice was a bit, like my throat was a bit sore. And I thought, oh, I've been talking all day. I went to an event for 6 hours, was talking there, blah, blah, blah. I wake up Monday morning, sick as a dog, can't talk.
Oh no.
Thanks to some peppermint tea and honey, and lots of it. Because I Googled, I'm like, well, I don't have any tea. What should I get? And Google's like, get some peppermint tea and honey. And I'm like, I have the honey. So I went over to the grocery store and bought some peppermint tea and lots of um, chicken noodle soup. And yeah, I've kind of been fixing myself back up, and I'm starting to feel a bit normal. It's down in my chest right now, but so far so good. Knock on wood. So, um, hi. So I'm going to say hi. Thanks to Francois or MMU Man who's joined me, and Socket Winch. Hey guys.
Hi, Trina.
Also in the chat we got Mark. We got Jack 68K. Hey Jack, it's been a while. And we got Thomas Armstrong. Welcome. So I laid down because the one thing I do when I'm sick is sleep. And pretty much I spent the entire week sleeping, which has caught up to me. I've been up since 2 o'clock yesterday or this morning. And I was like, oh, this afternoon I started getting a little drowsy, but I didn't get much sleep. But one of the reasons, let me change my camera around, is I got a MacBook Air. And hey, Robert, fix it. Hey, Arthur. Hi. I'm back from the dead, everyone. We're going to try this. So let's change cameras. So I got a phone call from somebody who said, hey, can you do a reset on a MacBook Air? I tried resetting it and it's locked up. So it's a 2015 MacBook Air. This bad boy. Been a while. Yeah, I know, right? It's been a while since like day stream. Yeah. This is true, but it's been a while since I did a stream on my end. So when he brought it to me, it was at the Apple. It had the Apple logo and a full like loading bar on the bottom below it, and that was as far as it got. I brought it in, jumped back up on Dave Stream, who streams every Sunday from 11 to 5 Eastern, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. So I jumped up back on his stream for a bit, tried a few things, tried some PRAM resets, tried loading off my external drive, and it's still kind of acting funky. It won't even load the OS that's on my external drive. So, but I did get it to a point where it asked me for the password, had the client text me the password, and then it just locked up trying to load. So, yeah. Uh, we're installing Windows on this net. We are not installing Windows. Now, Mark, you asked me a question earlier, and I saw the question. Did you remove the external USB when did the PRAM reset before? No. Question back to you, does that make a difference? Because I don't have it connected right now. Ta-da, it's right here. There's USB. So it's not connected. Okay. Yep, so I shouldn't have this connected. I shouldn't have the drive connected, is what you're saying when I do the PRAM, correct? Yes, no. Because I did not realize that, because I can do the PRAM again. And then try maybe booting off external, see what happens. Oh, please tell me that the PRAM. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, cool. So let's do a PRAM reset. The funny keys. All right, power. I'm going to do it twice just for fun. Okay, cool. And should I try, Mark, should I try loading into the OS at this point? Like that's on the drive? Because we also thought it might be the drive. So here's where we got last time. And then I clicked on the user. And I entered the password, which I don't remember. So please bear with me while I look it up on my phone. This is why I get people to text me things. Because I am forgetful. Ooh. Yeah, Link Phantom, nothing happened. Yeah, I know, right? Now, I actually used to play piano, so kind of makes sense. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Matthew. Welcome. All right, so this is what it did last time. It started doing the loady bar, and things were looking good until they weren't. So this takes a bit. We were talking on Dave's stream about it, that it could be the drives. I think this is the drive for this one. I have two of them. I think the bigger one was from a 20, sorry, try not to cover the bar. I think the bigger one is from like a 2011 Air, if I'm not mistaken. But I do have drives. So for these machines, or because Apple likes to use proprietary gobbledygook, as I shake my fist at Apple.
Oh, yes, they do.
They do. They do. So, Francois, do you want to tell people what you picked up today?
Yeah, so I got myself a nice Macintosh Portable, and we tried it on Daystream, and well, it starts up. We have to rebuild the battery, so because I had to use 3 bench power supplies to fake all the batteries inside and everything.
Right.
But yeah, it starts up. So yeah, not too bad.
Good. Glad to hear. I
But
didn't see that. I didn't see you getting it started up. So
yeah.
I saw the disappointment that every time you looked at something, it was something the hard drive had blown up. Would be to
Well,
boot the recovery
yeah,
disk.
this time the hard drive started to leak because
Mm,
there's a rubber gasket around it for the seal, and well, it started to liquefy and it dripped inside. So I cleaned it up best I could because I didn't want to dismantle everything today. Just
right.
yeah, conservative measures. But yeah, at least I know it starts up, so that's great.
Cool.
And then yesterday, someone donated me a Newton message pad. If I use the right camera, where is
Well,
the VS?
let me make you big for a sec.
Where is the
Sitting
VS?
here.
Yeah.
'Cause this is
So yeah, Newton Technology
nice.
message pad 2100, and it actually powers on.
Right.
It displays the calibration message, but the touch screen doesn't work.
Mm,
But it's possibly because the battery leaked inside. So I took half of Dave's stream to remove it. I actually just torn the battery down, dropped the cells so they will be properly recycled. And I cleaned it up with vinegar and stuff like that. And yeah, so yeah, I was going to dismantle the rest. Maybe not everything today, but yeah. So yeah, and yeah, nice colors inside. Inside here,
Yeah.
quite
Ooh.
blue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Little corrosion.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is where Mark. This is a user account, and this is as far as it gets, and then it just sits. So Matthew asked, "What am I doing today?" MacBook Air 2015 is being funky and keeps doing this. So yeah. Mark, is it Command R or just R for the internet recovery? To get into the recovery on this.
Mm,
It's a 2015. I can't remember. I know some of the early ones were just R. I'm
Like
gonna shut this
they make
down.
their mind. They can't make their mind on keyboard shortcuts.
Mm. Mm. I think it's Command R. Yeah, I think so as well, Carther. We're gonna try that. Okay, so I got Command R pressed down. Let's see what this does. Well, we got a progress bar. I'm still holding Command R. I don't know where it's going. And when the person brought it to me, it was at this screen. The login was like the loading bar was full, and that's as far as we got. So I don't know if I can release it now. Like I'm still pressing Command R on there. Hey, Frederick, welcome, welcome. I sent you a link in my doodle, by the way, if you are good to join. You might be doing family stuff today. I understand. Got some, sorry, bumping things around while I'm trying to use two hands. Really. All right, let's go back. Hello, hello.
Hi there.
Yeah. You can release. Okay, yeah, it's. I'm gonna have to PRAM reset this, I think, again. This thing's just being weird. I don't know what they did with this. Happy 420, because we're Canadian. We can say that. Okay, I'm gonna do our PRAM reset, then we're gonna try to do an internet recovery. I'm gonna do it twice just for shits and giggles. Okay, I'm just pressing Command and R at this point. You should be able to release it. Held it till it was starting to load something. Okay. That's what I thought, Carther, but I was like, it's not doing what it normally does. Still not doing what it normally does. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait and see what it does this time. Patience. Obi-Wan, you need patience. I googled it. Oh, it's Option Command R. Okay, well, let's turn it off. Because, yeah, let's add an extra key. Because, I remember when I started working on Macs for the first time, I looked up what the BIOS key was. Guess what? There's no BIOS key. There we go. Thanks, Carthor. Okay, do I need to choose a network? I guess so. Where's my... Why can't I see my internet? That's weird. Oh, there it is. Can't see it for looking at it. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see what this does. This is exciting. Please hold. One of our agents will be with you momentarily. You're right. Oh God, it's saying 8 minutes. I just wanted to get to see if I can test the drive.
At least it's not Windows minutes.
No, it's worse. It's Apple minutes. I don't know which. Actually, honestly, I don't know which one's worse. Apple or Windows for their horrible time estimates. By the way, while I have you on the stream,
Yeah.
Frederick.
Yes.
Yeah. Look what I
Ooh.
received today. And there's a chip in here for you.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's from
Yeah.
Javier.
Yeah. So I'll get that out sometime this week for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. So yeah, so I finally got my ruby red iMac.
Nice.
And then he also sent me some stickers for his site, 8-bit stuff. Go check that out. And also the cutest little Apple IIe.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cute. The lid opens?
It does, yeah. The whole thing seems to want to open.
Oops.
Okay, maybe not. I think I broke it. Okay,
Well,
we're
the
not going to
Apple-
try to open the lid.
Well, the Apple II was a quite open machine. I mean,
Yeah. And then he also sent me Girl Guides cookies that he doesn't like. Because he accidentally ordered the wrong one and ordered a lot of them. So he does it work? No. No, they're as you can see, it's kind of missing some bits. This was just a rough print that he did, and he's like, I'm like, oh my God, a ruby red. So he sent it to me for fun. These are his cast-offs, so I will gladly take his cast-offs. But yeah, when I was opening on Dave's stream, Javier was there, and he's like, "Oh, that's a chip for Frederick." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Thank you.
But because I've been sick all week, I got so much shipping stuff to catch up on.
Mm.
But, you know what I need? Another 2015. The funny part is I got a whack of these 2015s from Everything is Broken Garage, Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold them because they worked.
Yeah.
I should have held on to one. All except for two of them. There was two of them that had one had a note on it that it had possible water damage, and I took it all apart and ultrasonicked it, and I had the exact same issue. Fan would turn on, no chime, nothing on the screen. But I sold those two off. I had two with the same issue. I couldn't get them to do anything past turn on, so I sold them off as parts. But now I'm kind of wishing I would have held on to at least the drive. Another thing, if this doesn't work, would be to boot holding Shift key to boot into safe mode. Okay. This Mac has some sensor problem. Yeah. I don't know. I'm also wondering if it's a drive that's kind of going tits up as well. But at least we're making progress. Like the time is counting down. It's 3 minutes now. So I'm gonna try practicing what Mom tells me all the time and to have patience.
That's a good
Stability
idea.
recovery sector. Oh, okay. Is that why? Okay.
What's the
Yeah, my internet's not that slow. So
okay, 10, 5.
has anyone suggested doing a verbose boot? Yeah, that is what I'm starting to think is that's what I was kind of thinking as well when Carther mentioned the Carther mentioned I wonder if the no. Oh, it was Mark. Sorry, not Carther. Getting Mark and Carther confused. Sorry. Holding down the shift key to boot into safe mode. I was thinking verbose mode as well, Jack. Yeah. If this doesn't do the trick, but I'm kind of hopeful. Kind of. What size drive, by the way, is this? Let's take a look at that while we're waiting, because I do have a drive that I can plunk in it. And if it's the same size drive as what's in there, then I'll just swap out the drives. It's a 128 gigabyte drive. And of course, these things are customizable, so that doesn't help.
Oh, that sucked. Ah.
What happened?
Well, this motor assembly is just so hard to get onto the frame. Because there's
Right.
all of these bolts and the main gear gets in the way. Like,
What, you mean it's built like an Apple product and not for regular people to work on?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Okay,
Let me
cool.
go get my Mac cracker out.
Mac tracker. Hey, those were at least workable compared to these things.
I remember my dad actually having to use a grinder to actually make one of those because it was the 80s and you couldn't buy them.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. Okay, so it went through the recovery mode, and
Mm-hmm.
then it came up with this. Oh god, I will never repair. I don't even touch phones. Yeah, I think, Mark, as I was mentioning before, this is the one that is for 2013 to 2015. I think this is one from a 2011 that I got when I was working at the hospital. We couldn't erase it, and I took it back to the guy that did all the Apple stuff, and I'm like, "Hey, I can't get this erased," and he's like, "Yeah, that's my problem with it as well." He's like, "Good luck." I'm like, Hey, hey, look at this. Look at
Yay!
Oh no. I think I put that gear on backwards.
Okay, let's turn that light
Oh
off.
no.
So let's select Japanese or something. Oops.
Okay, so it's examining the volumes. All right. Select a user you know the password for. Forget all passwords. All right. I want to try to get into. Is there not a? Forgot all passwords. Let's click on that. Forgot Apple ID or password. Well, this is going to be blissful. All I want to do is just get into the disk utility, which isn't under. Erase it. Forget Apple ID or password. Is there a way to get out of this thing? Okay, the drive is encrypted. Blissful. Hey, Eric's Edge.
Oh, by the way, I had a case with a more company. No, it was an older MacBook, and it wouldn't see the boot drive, and sometimes it would see it with when booting on network recovery. But then in the drive utilities, it was just listed, but it was all grayed out. You couldn't check it or whatever. So I took the drive out on Linux. It sees like 3 partitions: the EFI partition, some Vault whatever. So it's probably encrypted, and I think there was a little HFS at the end. But so yeah, that was weird.
Why is it saying that I'm not connected online? I was.
Ah, there we go. That's
The drive is encrypted. Okay, so, I'm going to go previous. I'm going to try selecting this because I do have a password for it, which is that. It's a bunch of dots. Reinstall Mac OS Monterey? Sure. Oh, hey, I got utilities. Yay. No,
Yeah. Oh,
no. I don't have a disk utility.
oh no. You're selling us dreams and you don't deliver?
Yeah. Utilities, I got startup, secure utility, and terminal. Let's try reinstalling Mac OS. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, click continue. Bottom. Bottom. Disk utility on bottom. Oh. Oh, shit. I've already gone past that. Sorry. is there any way to get out of this and go back into that? Quit install macOS maybe? Quit. Haha. So under utilities, all I have is that. Startup secure. Oh, you can't read that because it's blurry. That's why because there you go. So startup secure utility and terminal on the big menu in the middle. Oh, oh my God! Wow, I cannot read. Okay, thank you. Disk utilities right here. Wow,
You have been ill. It's all right.
I have. Yeah, thanks. Can I select that? Oh, it's also the same size drive as what I have. So okay, cool. First aid. Let's run first aid on it. Run first aid. Run. There we go. Look at that. Wow. So we're getting somewhere. Oh, enter a password to unlock the disk. Let's try. Since I got the login password. Hey, it worked.
Yeah,
Cool.
that sometimes happen with encrypted drive.
Yeah.
You
Expand
know.
for details. I can totally do that. Just bear with me 1 sec, Mark. Here we go. It's checking the tree. FS root tree. There we go. Thank you, by the way, Carther and Mark, for yeah. All right, first day process is complete. Click done. It apparently. Oh, haha. You may not be able to read this. I'm going to try to bring this in slowly and see if it'll do it. But it said the volume dev dash disk to S1 was found to be corrupt and needs to be repaired.
Mood.
All right, so it did the performed deferred repairs. The volume dev slash disk to S1 appears to be okay. File system check exit code is 0. Restoring the original state found as unmounted. Mounting unlocked disk. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just blobs. That's why I was reading it, because I'm like, I don't think that's going to focus. Maybe if I move back a little bit? Just being silly. Anyway, yeah. So, hey, all things. Hello. Expand. Yeah. So that seems to be the issue. I'm just double checking. Wow, there was a lot of warnings about found orphan D stream ID object blah 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 blah. There's a lot of those. Okay. I love the year, by the way. So it says the volume Macintosh HD was formatted by HFS convert and was last compiled blah 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 October 30th, 202. Uh-huh.
Nice millésime.
That's a year. So Carthor and Mark, since you guys have been the ones suggesting this, should I try just rebooting this at this point and see what it does. I think you should repartition the drive. Yeah, it's a wee bit long ago. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try rebooting and see what happens. Restart. I'm not gonna repartition the drive quite yet, Jack, but I'm not dismissing it. I just at this point I just want to see what happens now that we get it. Okay. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Well, that's boogieing along. The progress bar was boogieing along there. And now we hiccuped. Dodge the drive. Oh, dude. Dodge. Oh, somebody's texting me. Hang tight. Do, do, do.
Oh, that's such a tight fit.
Hey, Emily. Yes, it is a wild socket winch.
Oh, I hope I don't break this doing this. No, don't do that.
Oh, by the way, to answer your question before, I'm doing better. Can you tell? I'm doing a stream. So, yay. Haven't slept much, but you know, I may have got like a half an hour nap this afternoon. So there's that fun. Thank you. Well, let you boot as guest. I can try guest. Hang tight. I'm gonna turn this off because yeah, this is doing the same thing. Well, is it gonna? I'm gonna do a PRAM reset,
Ah. The heck?
and then we'll try to see if I can get into that thingamadoodle again. Like the login screen, Mark, and we'll try. Okay, well, let me do guest. This computer will restart the secure Safari only system for guest user? I have never seen that, but let's give that a shot. There is something at this point, I don't know. I don't know.
This one is wired up backwards. So let's give it a try. Let's see if I broke it.
I'm afraid that it's going to get to the loading of the bar thing again, and it'll just stop. I'm just debating on trying to do that internet recovery again. And just say F the drive and wipe it.
Okay.
Is it a corrupted
see what
account? That's what I'm starting to wonder as well. Like, did something get corrupted on the? Because they had an issue, Mark, and everyone else. They had an issue where they thought they forgot the password. Seems to be working for me. That they sent me. And then tried to do a reset or something on it. I don't know. Cooks should not touch computers. That's what I'm standing by. Excuse me, hold on.
There we go. One string of lights onto the printer.
Yeah, we got MMU Man as well, I tell you. Hey, Maria. Hello, hello. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. All right. Fuck you. All right, so I'm going to give up on trying the guess thing because that just didn't seem to work. And every time I got to do a PRAM reset, something's effed with this. All right, and it's Command Shift R option. I'm going to try to go back in here and just nuke it and do a fresh install of OS 12. And, hi, can I type? Oh, okay. I was looking for a cursor and I didn't see one. I'm like, oh, am I not typing in there? Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to try to do was verbose mode. All right, let me stop the internet recovery. I'm going to try verbose mode, see what is going on with this thing. That's Command V. Boot this bad boy up.
Thank you. Now let's see if I can get the next one.
It's like it's in this, like, that is too fast to get into an OS on an Air or any Mac. Something is, it's like stuck at this one point. It won't do a, so I'm going to try Shift. Just hold the Shift key and boot her up, Mark. Is what you're suggesting? Oh. It didn't boop at me. It didn't make the noise to say you were there.
Oh. Well, I was there earlier, and then I sort of was out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know. I all of a sudden your OBS crashed, and then it just.
No, it was still there. The image was gone, but it was still there. I'm trying DroidCam to see how it works. You want to see my future work area?
In a little bit.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out what's going on with this thing. Okay, so this is booting up to this screen way too fast. I feel like Sean of Action Retro. Like in his early videos, all he did was show his hands. This is getting to this screen way too fast. So I have a little experience with Intel Mac. Yeah. Shift boot basically brought me to the same screen. I can't get verbose mode working Because again, it comes right to this screen. Like, sorry, power down. Okay. It's off. Restart holding shift. Okay. Oh, Mark, I did that, and then that just brought me back to that login screen. All right, but I will try again. So holding the shift key, boot her up. Yeah, it goes right into that screen because Firebolt is enabled. And now we're not going to get anywhere because, sorry, you can't see because it's decided, my camera's decided to go blurry, but now it's doing, yeah, I got nothing either. Can you disable Firebolt from disk utility? I don't know because I can't get into any effing programs on this. I'm going to have to try internet recovery because that's the only spot I can get into. I'm going to do a PRAM reset because once it gets into that, it stays effed up. Sorry, can you tell I'm like ready to throw this thing out the wall? The guy's like, why isn't it ready yet? Because you fucked it up, bud. Yeah, I can get regular recovery to work. Like internet recovery. I can get internet recovery to work all things. Now we're gonna try to go into that. That's what computers do to you. Yeah. Oh, we'll figure this out. At least with this, the internet recovery part, we got somewhere.
Ah, there we go.
And worst
1, 2, 3,
case
4.
scenario, I got another 128 gig drive sitting right here that I can just chuck in the goddamn computer and install an OS on. No, Trina's internet password, it's star. Yeah. No, they don't want the data, Mark. Which is the nice part. I don't have to worry about getting data off this drive. Just I can wipe and go. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna try internet recovery and see if I can get the drives encrypted. But I know the password, so we're good. I hope.
What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes, sure.
Let's
No,
make some
because
like
I'm gonna say that no because I didn't set this up. Whenever I set these things up to sell, I always just put the password of 1234 on because I don't know who's gonna buy it. It's probably just porn. That's what I'm thinking as well, Jack. So we're at 2 minutes. It's actually going faster than it did last time, which is nice. Excuse me. So the only thing that compared to Monday when I couldn't even talk, the only thing that's kind of left is a bit of a cough. It's kind of in my chest a little bit. But I went over yesterday to the drugstore and it's so funny. You look at bottles of cough syrup and I'm like, well, I need this, but this one also I need. Like, why can't it just be like an all-in-one, all-purpose cleaner kind of idea? I'm like, I got so confused. Anyway, I picked up one, and it seems to be helping.
So that's
So.
12 kilom.
I mean, I could put on my former pharmacist hat and tell you.
That would be amazing.
The predominant two formulas for most cough syrups are either a drowsy-inducing version and a non-drowsy-inducing version. They use different spectrums of particular active ingredients. Some people want the drowsiness so that they can sleep and help recover, and other people want to power on through, and so they want the one that doesn't make them tired.
Maybe
The other
that's
problem
what
is that different people react to different formulas in different ways. One may be more effective for somebody versus another one.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I just want go to the dollar store and buy my all-purpose cleaner kind of idea for a cough syrup. Can I just get that?
Bodies are the kitchen top, Trita.
So that should be an ETC.
But that could also explain why I couldn't sleep last night.
Okay.
I'm going to be right back since we have our pharmacist with us. I'm going to show you what I bought, and you can tell me if that's the reason I'm like wired to the gills, because I've been taking it every 6 hours, like it says to. So you guys watch the loading screen. Actually, tell you how to make cough syrup. Yeah. Hey Goldie. No, because your cough syrup will include batteries that are designed for segways, and that will kill me. So bear with me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I gotta go anyway, so maybe
All
I'll
right,
log back
Frederick.
in after.
Okay.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Bye, see you, Frederick.
Oh boy, this thing's so big and heavy. I really don't want to take this thing apart, but I have to.
Okay, so that's a 12 kilo NTC. Where will I put this?
All right, so I'm back. So this is Socket Winch. If you want to take a look at the screen, this is what I got.
Flip it over. Now on the back, at least in the United States, there's a it's Canadian. There's a French side.
Yeah.
You're looking for whatever the active ingredient is, because that's the only thing that really matters. Everything else is just BS.
Okay, hold on, because they put this text.
The princeps.
Congestion, wet cough, nasal congestion, which is what I was getting.
It's probably something Latinish or with a very complex name.
Inactive ingredients.
Well, the other one.
Yeah, I know, but they only have inactive. They don't have active.
And did it work?
Yeah, it's been, but I'm like, should I stop taking this before bed so I can, sleep?
I don't know there, but usually in France, you've got the leaflet, and there's a section, usually a small section, telling this product uses blah blah blah.
Oh, I don't know what I did with that. It's not in the box.
Might not be easy to really tell what it was then.
Well,
I don't know.
You can probably search online. There are online databases of medications.
But the first inactive ingredient is alcohol, so maybe I should drink more of it and get drunk. No.
Probably
Okay,
not.
so we are into internet recovery.
Oh, shoot. That's why that wasn't coming off.
Oh, by the way, Emily said she is loving your new workspace. Oh, there. Socket Winch, if you want to check the chat, Google says blah, 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 blah. I can't pronounce any of that. That's why I was not a pharmacist.
I don't see where you posted that. Oh,
Catherine
it's a
put in that.
hydrodramine, hydrochloride, 14 milligrams. Yeah, that would be drowsy inducing.
Okay. No, for some reason, yeah, last night I just couldn't sleep, but maybe it's because I've been sleeping all week, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at the option right now of restore from time. I'm going to try disk utility and try erasing this drive. And then try to install the OS. Internal drive. Let's try and erase this effing thing. And I can't. Oh. APFS. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, let's go. Erase. Deleting volume. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Are you sure you want to? Too late.
Oh, I'm erasing this thing. I'm like trashing it. Hey, CDI, welcome. What's all this? This is an annoying MacBook Air that I figured would be like a 1 hour easy reinstall. And that was at 4 o'clock. And it is now 6:18 my time. So, yay. We're getting there. But I'm trying to erase the drive. So.
You pink bathroom. Should I try to clean this? Yes, but.
Haha! Guess what? The erase process is complete.
Yay!
Sweet. Okay. There's the drive. Look at the. Oh, sorry. I can't see what I'm showing you because I'm in Discord. Ta-da! We have nothing on the drive.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I'm going to close out a disk util.
I hope you made a backup.
No, they don't want any data off it. So I'm
Joking.
free to. I'm going to reinstall Mac OS Monterey. And we're going to continue. Oh, for poop's sakes, why does my internet connection keep cutting out on this thing? Please hold. Well, it's 7:18 a.m. Are you still in Japan, CDI? Because I don't know where you are that it's 7:18 a.m. Because it ain't here. Ah, yes. Haha. How's your trip going, by the way, CDI? Okay, continue. Now connected back to Wi-Fi. Loading installation information. Oh, maybe it was at Monterey. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Glad to hear it's going well. Ethernet might be faster for you. Yeah, I never thought I could have used. Oh, well. It's. I don't think anything makes MacBook Airs faster. These things are just I'm not a fan of MacBook Airs.
Cannon, that'd make them faster.
What's that?
You can put them in a cannon, that'd make them faster.
That would make them
Not for very long, but they would be faster. Until they hit the
Oh,
ground.
dear God. The install is going to take 2 hours and 19 minutes. Oh, I have water. I have my bottle of water. Yeah, it really would. Or put in a refrigerator. That's. There's no snow, Goldie. Where do you think I live? I'm not that country that the U.S. went and put tariffs on that only has penguins. See, even all the snow is gone in Sweden. Sweden, who gets more snow than we do. Okay, so we got 48 minutes. I'm sorry, this is kind of blurry. Try to see if I can get it a little better. Focus. Come on. Okay, I will just give you a play-by-play. I'm just teasing you, Goldie. That's all. Australia's happy, Canada. Time to do show tunes for 48 minutes. No. How about no? I'm going to be doing a voice for Eric's Edge's game, and then he said, "Oh, there's singing involved." And I went, can I get a part that doesn't require singing? Because you want to sell this game, right? Hey, guess what? 47 minutes remaining. Yeah, I wish I could get this thing to focus. That would be amazing, but it doesn't want to. Just trying to see if there's like this sweet spot that I can get it to focus. Well, Carther, technically the 1 hour and 30 minutes just went down to 47, so it didn't really go that fast. We're now under an hour, but or I can do streams. There
we go. One extruder assembly.
Emily, go check your Discord. Hey. How many times can you say the word Trina in one sentence? Endless days, Mark. We'll have. Oh, we're down to 45 minutes. Hey.
Oh man, you can see so much belt dust in here. Wow. No wonder why this thing never wanted to print happily.
And then what do we have? Like 6 to 7 hours of sun only. Hello, my dolly. Hello, my. Hey, guess what? 44 minutes.
Let's see if I can show you.
Yeah, actually, I can make everybody the same size right now because y'all don't need to be sitting looking at my screen.
That is all dust from the
Oh, wow.
belts. All of it. And you can actually see how worn out. If I can find where the belt is. There it is. Ah! Everything's so big and so small. And see that whole edge is completely chewed up.
Yeah.
See that line?
Yeah.
This is because the frame of this poor thing has been skewed all this time and just completely wore this belt away.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. It's a mess. It's a huge mess. And there's more belt dust over here. Ugh. So we rebuild it. That's what we have to do.
Emily has a new hashtag for you, Socket Winch. Belt love. I mean, I knew somebody that had belt love, but it's nothing to do with 3D printing. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Okay. Let's see here. How am I supposed to go and get... Well, the belt itself is just trash, so I don't actually need to keep the belt anymore. So... I could
I think I may
remove...
have gotten too much sleep today and naps. Well, Emily, when you're awake at 2 o'clock, I'll message you on Discord and we can have a chat until one of us is like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, like it was for me this morning. I was like, oh, I'll just sit here and watch some YouTube. Next thing I knew, it was 9 o'clock this morning. And I'm like, why am I still watching YouTube? Because I'm figuring, oh, I'll just throw on some some YouTube I've seen before. I'll drift off. Nope.
All right, fine. I'll take the carriage off. Fine.
By the way, we are now down to 42 minutes, folks. Just to keep everybody up to date. I've gotten up at 2 a.m. and done chores if I can't sleep. I figured, oh, all I need to do is watch a couple YouTube videos, nice and quiet. Put on some, ever so, lovely. What happened to the Titanic survivors once they arrived in New York? Really happy-go-lucky videos. No.
See, I usually just put on reruns of the new Yankee Workshop because Norm Abrams puts me to sleep.
See, well, that's the same thing with the presenter for Oceanic Designs. He puts me to sleep, so that's why I'm like, great. I'll put my friend Mark Brady on. No, Mark did not put me to sleep. Okay. All right.
There we go. Can you believe that if I want to get 2 more of these, if I strip them out, I have to spend $20 to buy a pack of 20 of them? Just insanity. If I only had a machine shop. There, the belts are removed. Oh, God, these are awful. Oh, just look at the destruction. Oh, that's awful. Oh, no, we need to help you. Oh, out, and into the trash. Jeez, universe.
Oh, hey, holy shitballs. So I just looked at that because I'm texting the client. It's now gone down to about 13 minutes remaining. 3 remaining. Chefs. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
All right. Well, I took the belts off at least. I got through that mental block at least.
Nice.
Now I have to take the actual motion system off. Oh man, I hate this.
Oh, Oceanic Designs. What's their channel sometimes? Yeah, I quite enjoy the channel with your friend Mark Brady. That's how he starts every show. He's like, "Hi, welcome to another show. I'm your friend Mark Brady." Also, I need to turn off the silly auto periods in Mac OS. Auto periods? Huh? Like when you double space, you mean, Emily? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Gotcha. Sure. Yeah, I love when I'm typing like a text or a message to somebody and it decides to put a period in the middle of things.
Tiny screws. These are all M2s. Like working on a frickin' watch.
Oh, Socket Winch, Carther would like to know what 3D printer is it?
This is a Voron 0. This one was a Voron 0.1 and got partially kit bashed into a Voron 0.2. The new one is going to be a 0.2 R1.
Oh, what did it do? No. I think it's rebooting.
Wow, already?
Look!
It must find the 3D printer destruction as boring as the rest of your audience does.
Listen, at least you're doing something. I'm sitting here looking at a progress bar, okay?
Good point.
I'd rather be playing with that thing than futzing around with this computer, but...
There we go. I got the gantry.
Nice.
And I got the screw from the gantry. There we go. One gantry assembly. Now...
Is that where the belts were deteriorating?
Well, no, but this isn't the only problem that this printer had. This, if you want to notice the carriage on this thing right here, this little block,
Yeah.
it's falling pretty smoothly under its own volition for this one. But I've had other ones where it just sticks. Like, it could just be that these all need to be worn in, but these were cheap linear rails. They're just garbage. I had to go and buy all new ones, too, to repair this one. Okay, well, now I have the gantry assembly off, and I can start harvesting its parts to build the new gantry assembly.
Woohoo!
Of course, I also probably should harvest the motors next. And you can tell these are the 0.1 motors because they have all these unnecessary bolt holes on them. The new ones actually do away with several of them.
Nice.
can see this one only has 2 on that edge instead of 4. So this has a lot of extra hardware in it that was just not necessary.
Emily's wondering, do those rails have the hole to add lubrication?
They do, but the problem is that even that didn't correct it. All of them, like some of them are just incredibly crunchy. Like the ball bearings themselves are either contaminated or misshapen. So some of them were just awful. Now these ones actually, whoa, that one feels wrong. This one feels really, really loose. And this one's really sticky. Wow, that's almost terrifyingly sticky. Like I see how little I can flick that one around. Whereas this one,
All the way
yeah,
to the end. Yeah.
yeah, very, very different. This one's probably either contaminated or just really, oh wow, I can feel how bad the ball bearings are in that one. This is what I get for buying cheap crap. Of course, cheap crap is the only way I can do any of this because that's all I can afford.
So Emily said, last one I rebuilt, I bought replacement bearings. It was a huge pain in the patoot, but so worth it.
Yeah, I had to do that too. I'm lucky that I did that before New Year's.
It's Spoofer. Hey, you. Or not. Hi, you. If you're talking, we can't hear you. By the way, we now have a progress bar that says about 29 minutes remaining. Have another drink of your Benlin. Trina?
Okay, now I can be heard.
Yeah.
My mic was being silly.
Well, tell your mic to stop being silly. And, and Spoofer just disconnected. That is so weird. Okay, and you're back. Hi? Bye? Emily was saying the retaining wire is the worst.
Which retaining wire, Emily?
Yes.
Okay, I think.
All right, Mark. Thank you, by the way, for everything. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, at least we're getting somewhere with it. You might be joining me for a part 2 on this if this doesn't work, but have a great day, Mark. We're getting there. It's now down to 27 minutes. And Spoofer just likes to keep joining, and then it goes, device is not connected. Speaking of Mark, I invited the British Mark, but I didn't hear back from him. So I don't know. He hasn't been online. He hasn't been on the group. He hasn't been on the Discord, so he might be doing family things. I don't know.
Oh, there's another bolt under here. Of course there is. Universe. This would be a giant machine if I was Hakame sized.
Oh, we're down to 26 minutes.
That's weird. There's probably some parts of the wall or the roof that's crumbling down. I don't know.
It's a ghost.
It's an old building.
It could. Well, yeah. That's also fair because you're in France. By the way, would anybody be interested in a 1 terabyte drive? It's this 1 terabyte drive. Sorry, this is getting boring to watch. It's this 1 terabyte drive that, so I picked up a bunch of 1, 2, and 4 terabyte drives at the giveaway thing. This was the first drive I tested. It sounded really scary when I booted it up, and then the computer came up, went, smart failure error,
Hmm.
and it just stopped.
Not so
That's
smart.
fun.
So
Not
if
so
anybody
smart from
wants
it.
like a completely cacked drive,
Mm.
I will sell it to you for the low price of $300. I know what I got.
No borrows.
Yeah, I was actually quite lucky. I picked up, I don't know how many. I finally finished in between being sick. I would put a drive on and then go sleep to either test or erase, which is great. But I finally got them all tested. And there was the first drive I tested, which was that Seagate 1 terabyte, bad. The last drive I tested, the 2 terabyte. This morning I put it on, and then I went back and I laid down on the bed and was chatting on Discord, and I'm like, what's that weird sound that just came out of my computer? And I came out to 121 errors and counting. So both the first and the last failed, but everything in between worked well.
Mhm.
But yeah, Carther, yeah, bad drive. It also has dust on it. Like it doesn't look in the best of conditions. So anyway.
Oh
Yeah.
It
dear.
will be going to e-waste, as well as a GeForce GTX 960. That
Oh, I
doesn't.
just found another fun little problem working on all of this.
All right. Oh
Sorry,
my
I didn't see you
goodness.
backstage.
That's okay.
And I
Oh
was
my
sitting here
god.
talking.
My USB cable for my Yeti is being a little bit of a prick. Let's just put it that way.
Fair enough.
I need a new cable, and I'm too lazy to get one out of my drawer.
So yeah, I just found out the rear support post
Ooh.
completely has delaminated.
Oh no.
Oh no. You know
Oh,
what you
no.
should do? 3D print yourself a
With a
new one.
hammer?
Well, I already have, but oh my god, it just came off. The whole thing.
I'm trying to be a little facetious, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, now we know why this thing was having problems. Oh man, so many problems.
So the other day I ordered a second-hand 10-inch TRT, and in the box there was this as well, which is weird. It's a small car fan. There's a 12-volt plug, car fan with a heater, and it reminds me of some robots in Futurama, like the head of
yeah.
some of the robots. It's weird.
Spoofer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw Carther's comment, but Carther said, I have a Yeti that had a damaged USB port. I just soldered a USB cable to it.
You know, I might end up doing that in the future just to make like a somewhat permanent mod or figure out like a better port to solder to it. I'll think of something.
Nice.
Yeah, because that reminds me, I had like years ago, and unfortunately the project failed. But I actually found like a broken Yeti in a Goodwill for like $1, and I attempted to fix the USB port, and it didn't happen.
Oh no.
I was only out of like $5, but still, I was like, dang it.
There we go. That is the entire motion system disassembled. With any luck, I'll be able to save all of these bearings and save myself $40.
There you go.
I got a point there, but knowing me, Carther, I'd probably break the cable somehow.
Oh, you got Goldie's attention.
Howdy, Goldie. Which old sitcom?
So I was distracted by an old sitcom.
All right.
I swear, if the old sitcom is the Dick Van Dyke Show, I'll be like, you're based.
Hey, Rudy.
Oh, there we go. That's even more based because Robin Williams.
Mark and Mindy. What's it? Oh no, Mork and Mindy. Never mind. Yeah, that's. I read that and I'm like, that sounds wrong. Oh, that's because I said it wrong.
Mark and Mindy. There we go.
Yeah.
Mark and Mindy sounds
I
like
keep
something
getting
Apple
there's
Plus.
apparently a show here in Toronto, which I don't know if it's real or not, but it's Mark and it might actually be Mark and Mindy, to be honest with you. And it's like a morning show, and I keep getting spam emails from them, like, would you like to come on talk about your home? Because they do like home stuff. And
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
Mark and Mandy.
Mark and Mandy. There you go.
I've had good. I just decided to search it. And I found it right here, the official site.
But yeah, I keep getting these spammy emails going, would you like to come talk about your home decor? And I'm like, computers. I mean, I could put a motherboard on the wall and
Maybe-
call it art.
Maybe they might be able to help you build like the ultimate computer desk.
I don't have any room for, like, I have a 6 foot and a 5 foot bench. I don't have any, and I have a table that's so full of computer gobbledygook right now that I don't even know where to start with.
See, that's why I say the ultimate computer desk, because it can work as a bench, a desk, and everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the room.
Well,
I wouldn't replace the socket winch and mine desk because we both got the same bench for anything. Because you also got the 6 foot with the bamboo top from Home Depot.
That's holding up the entire the entire rest of the shop here. Let's see if I can actually get you an actual picture of that.
Oh, hey, you used the 8-bit, not the 8-bit, the iFixit screwdriver too. Nice.
Well, it works. that's the thing with it. Oh, what did I do to get this thing on here? Okay, fine. We'll just do it this way. So you can see there's the rest of the shop, and you can see the switch wire way the heck over there. And no, you can't see my face. No.
If I
one of these days, we should have on Veronica's channel, like a photo, a selfie channel, and then we just be like, socket winch, post a selfie in here.
No. No one wants to see my face. I don't want to be responsible for the amount of destruction that's going to cause.
Nah, I'm sure it wouldn't.
Rudy, I did go to the post office Thursday, came home, felt like death swarmed over, but I did get your package. And the reason I went to go to the post office is because I had 3 different parcels, one from you, one from Javier, and the most important of all of them, food from Mom and Dad, homemade food.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Rice Krispie squares, date squares. So yeah, chocolate Easter bunny.
Actually, microscope.
So yeah, I said to All Things DG earlier today that I'm going to now that I'm feeling back up and around, because I got to get a couple other things packed up, but I'm going to get them a quote for the shipping tomorrow. So that's going to get done. I can't do any shipping until Tuesday because it's Easter Monday and the post office is closed tomorrow, but I at least can get it, the quote, and then pay for it. And
at least you won't be responsible for the fix on the Macintosh Portable that they all break. It's like
no, but I have a SE30 that I got to send off to somebody, and then I have a CRT, the hard drive for an Atari 520 ST, an Atari 520 ST, and the power supply that's homemade.
Mhm.
jank wonder that I got to ship. Plus, I got 3 shipments on eBay that I didn't get shipped last week. So I got like shipping coming out my arse that I got to do.
Mm. So
So it's going to be a busy
would-
catch-up week for me.
maybe I should just laser cut them anyway.
There we go.
But yeah, I have been in contact with all things DG on Dave's stream. I was talking to him on Dave's stream about that. So I said I'll get them a coat and a madoodle tomorrow for the shipping. And we'll go from there. Ideas.
Now throw in a selfie too if we have to encourage everything.
Okay. So Socket Winch, Emily said I'll do a selfie if Socket Winch does one. I look like a chipmunk right now.
That's not fair. You've already had your face on this channel.
And then Spoofer's gonna take a selfie. I'll take a selfie. Hold on for a sec. I'll take a selfie right now. Let me see.
mean- Freaking
Hi everybody, welcome. There we go. I just did a selfie.
I don't have a camera set up, so
I'm not actually taking a selfie. I'm just. And Goldie's gonna take one. Come on, everybody's joining. Hey, Steve.
I just don't know where
welcome.
to share the image though.
No. It's you have to be part of Veronica's Discord server.
Oh, okay. And I'm not a patron, so
Yep. And if you're not a patron, why?
wait until I get some
I'm not
sorted out.
just looking at you. I'm not just looking at you. I'm looking at everybody. If you're not a patron of Veronica Explains, what are you doing with your life? Shame on you.
Figuring out stuff in my life so I'm financially stable.
That is totally valid.
and Goldie said she's broke.
Actually, it looks more like I'm karaoke. The way that she typed broke.
Brokoki.
It looks like karaoke to me. By the way, we have 13 minutes remaining. That's why I came back on.
Yeah.
Boring to watch it. I did a selfie, but no one can see it.
So you did it for yourself then.
There you go. So I finally sold one of those Lenovo desktops. For those who have been watching my streams a while back, I don't know, maybe I showed it off on Dave's stream. Anyway, I picked up 3 desktop computers. The guy had a Facebook ad listed for ever in a blue moon. It was 3 desktop computers, and he wanted $150. And the specs that he put in the description he put in, 3 desktop computers, $150. No make, no model, no specs, no. And there was just literally a photo of like 2 cases on their side and one sitting on top of it. So yeah, that didn't help any. So I made him an offer well below what his asking price was because he had been sitting on it, as I said, for months. I got him. The boards were absolute crap, and the Lenovo's, there was 2 Lenovo's and a custom. The custom worked. I parted that one out. That's all been sold off. And then I finally put up the Lenovo cases for $10 a pop, and I sold one today.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, I can now retire.
Nah, I'm not gonna joke with that. So, not towards you, but towards myself.
All right, Rudy, have a good night. But yeah, like trying to sell the Lenovo towers, they're really like, You need like Lenovo stuff because it's proprietary. Like a lot of the stuff that's connected to the motherboard is proprietary. Like the main, like your front panel connector is proprietary. The connector for that. So
Which is
that's why I'm
silly.
like $10. Just take them. But I finally had somebody come by and buy one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the direction to go.
Yuck.
I see.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
but-
the drive out of the
Yep. From the Macintosh Portable.
the leaky
It's-
drive?
It's basically the seal here, the rubber seal that
Yeah.
liquefied. It dripped inside the back cover, and yeah. Even on the chip here. Ah. Oh well. Steve told me, I think it was Steve who opened one and recovered data. Well,
Yeah, that was Steve that did that.
because it probably leaked inside as well. Gotcha.
Hey, by the way, we are down to 9 minutes.
Yay!
We're getting closer.
I might get this back to the customer before midnight tonight.
Woo!
I hope it's before midnight. Holy jumping. If you see me streaming at midnight with this Air, there will not be nice words coming out of my mouth. At all.
And it'll be very understandable. I mean, if it's gonna be that mean, then yeah, I have every right in the world to say every single obscenity in the book.
Yeah. So what happened, Spoofer, just to bring you up and those who are maybe not been watching the entire stream, what happened with this MacBook Air? They forgot first of all, they're a chef trying to do IT work. I don't go into your kitchen. You don't try to touch computers. That's the deal we should have. So they had an issue where they forgot the password. They tried to do some kind of reset. I have no idea at this point. And then when I got it, hold on, I'll change camera back for a sec, just so I can show what I'm talking about. There was the Apple logo with the progress bar fully loaded, and that's it.
Well then,
so on day stream, because this came in at 4 o'clock, and I said, "Oh yeah, give me like 2 hours. I'll get this up and done." I'm earning my money on this one. It's just been a hassle. Like I tried to, because I'm like, oh, I'll just boot from my external drive and done it. It also had, because it was secured the hard drive, so it was just the key ring. I think it was automatically taking it back to that state when you just load.
that's lovely.
So, but we weren't sure if it was the hard drive, and I have a spare hard drive here. So, but Dave's stream was ending, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna stream. I feel like streaming. So here I am, 7 o'clock on a Sunday night, with 7 minutes to go, according to the screen. Although nobody can see it, but just take my word. And we're gonna see what happens when it reboots. And then, fingers crossed, I'll just set up an offline account because I don't know their info. But it's a 2015 MacBook Air, despite the fact. So I created the stream, said it was an Air in the stream description and the title, and then I was typing a thing out in Discord, and I called it a MacBook Pro. And I copied and pasted that into several Discord channels. It was not till I got to Blue Sky that I was like, well, shit.
Whoops.
So
It's
not
Easter. It's
It's not
420.
a
We'll just excuse it.
yeah, right. And it's Canada, so it's legal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we've tried a few things. I tried getting into verbose mode. It doesn't want to do verbose mode. We checked the drive. There was an issue with one of the dev slash blah 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 stuff that got fixed. That still didn't fix the problem. So at this point, I went and internet recovery was the only thing that seemed to work on this thing. So I went back into internet recovery, wiped the drive, said F this, and I'm trying a fresh install. Thankfully, I was told I don't care about the data on the drive. Good enough. So that's why I was able to do just a wipe and reinstall.
He said the customer's like a kitchen or something.
Yeah, when he came by, he's in a chef coat and pants.
I have a feeling it's probably like one of their like terminals for like cash and shit.
No. That's what I asked him. He's like, no, it's one of the other chefs here that doesn't speak English. I'm like, okay. So yeah, it's a but yeah, chef should not touch. I'm going to tell him next time you mess up a computer, I'm coming into your kitchen and messing up a dish. That's my revenge.
Well, what if he has some knowledge and it just kind of evaded him for a sec?
Nope. No. I'm tired of these people. Oh, I watched something on YouTube, so I now know what I'm doing with a computer and then completely fuck it up. Nope, done.
You described me with my projects.
I described me with some of my projects as well, so it's fair.
Don't self-hate, appreciate.
I know. I'm being facetious, but
I know.
But yeah, I'm going to tell them next time you mess up the computer, I'm coming in and messing up your dinner service. I've watched enough Hell's Kitchen. I know how to fuck things up.
I had a really horrible idea how I could do that, but it would sound terrible, and I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay.
I found another problem.
Now what's wrong now?
Okay, so I was poking at the motors, and you'll notice that this one, if I can focus it, looks nice and close right here. Look at what I saw on the other side. Huge gap.
Yeah.
This thing has been crooked since I built it.
Oh no.
Whoa.
That's why it chewed up all the belts.
Yeah, that would do it.
Ah. Darn it. How did I do that? You can even see the that's just crooked in there. Ah. It was the first printer that I built. Okay, I actually need to get going for the evening. I've got other stuff I need to do, and I need to get dinner started.
Do you want to come make me dinner as well? Nah.
We're having reheated groundnut stew and rice. We made it yesterday.
Oh, nice.
It does sound pretty good.
I'm gonna have reheated chicken pot pie because last night I had to go get the cat's food, and I'm tired of chicken noodle soup. So I bought a chicken pot pie. I'm like, that's close. There's a starch, there's chicken, there's veggies.
And something a lot less liquid after having all that soup.
Yeah.
Are you chicken?
Well, I don't know if you heard. So last Sunday, I went to Junk Independence Day, picked up stuff, came home, did a stream for Retro Repair Roundup, did a stream for... Okay, see you, Socket Wench. Have a good one.
Laters.
Did a stream for myself of what did I pick up. Noticed that my throat was a bit sore, but I'm like, I've been talking all day, so okay. So I go to bed. I wake up. horribly sick, can't talk. Yeah, on Monday.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. So I did a Google search because I'm like, I should get some tea. And so I did a Google search. I'm like, what's the best for, for a sore throat? So they said peppermint tea with honey. And I'm like, sweet, I got the honey. So I went to the grocery store, bought, thankfully, chicken noodle soup was on sale. So I bought chicken noodle soup and then peppermint tea. And I had that. I was able to semi-talk again, not much, but at least I could say hi to the cats by Tuesday night. So the voice came back, still felt like poop, slept most of the week. And here I am streaming a week later. So.
Yeah,
still,
it's been going around, like just like that kind of sickness in general.
yeah, and I still have a bit of the cough. It's kind of gone into my chest a bit, and fortunately, I've been taking some Benylin. So I picked up that yesterday because I'm tired of coughing all the time. And I've also been putting Vicks Vapor Rub on me, so
Oh, that stuff is magic.
yeah, magic. And I was joking with Emily the other night. I'm like, wow, I know how to track all the girls now. Like Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest.
My goodness. I mean, that's one way to bring them to the yard, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
No milkshakes here, that's for sure.
Nope. Just Vicks Vapor Rub.
That just gave me a really horrible idea for your revenge towards that chef. A Vicks Vapor Rub of milkshake.
Vicks Vapor. Yeah, all that's bringing them to the yard here is Vicks Vapor Rub and Kleenex stuffed in my pockets. Yeah, that's gonna do it. By the way, just an update, because my camera refuses to focus on this. We have less than a minute remaining. So, haha!
Let's hope something works.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I just decided, you know what? After this, I'm going to delete the drive. And when I get into internet recovery, I get into disk util, and I just went in and went delete.
Deleted.
Delete the drive, and it went through successfully. Hope it works. Yeah, we're gonna find out, Carter.
Floppy cables, ID cables.
I have a bin of them sitting back behind me.
Yeah, actually, I have plenty in this box as well. So, well,
it's always that last minute. Less than a minute remaining is never less than a minute remaining. Oh, and also I have a dead GeForce GTX 960.
There we go.
The fans, I got this as well at the free thing, and I tried to test it the other day, and it requires a 6-pin PCIe power, which is fine. My power supply has it. It works. I know because I tested 9. Count them 9. 570 cards. So I know the powers work because I went through all of those. But this one, all it does is the fan turns on. I tried the 2 DVI ports and the HDMI port, and nothing output video. But the fan spun.
PSUs.
That's sounding very similar to how my GTX 7070 died back in like 2018.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, so it's going into e-waste. I mean, I got it for free, so you know.
Yeah, and no money wasted. So
yeah, exactly.
But
I don't see like any damage. Like I had a card that I bought from what I call my junk guy, because every so often will pop by with stuff he's found in the junk, like e-waste kind of stuff. And I bought a card from him, and then I didn't look at it close enough, and it had rust all over the ports, the connectors, and it didn't work for some reason. probably due to the water damage that it
Right.
occurred.
It just redefined what spinning rust means.
Really did. It could be memory, power issues, yeah. Yeah, I was told that these cards, the 960s, were cheap build crap things that fail. So
Well,
I
it's a
am
good thing I
not.
didn't. Good thing I didn't upgrade back then, or else I would have been fucked.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, the board beeps, so I know that like it should come on the video, but it doesn't. So I am not worried about it. As I said, I paid nothing for it. So, and I was told by somebody that they are phenomenal for failing. So,
That's
ooh,
the other thing I scored today.
yeah, you got it all put back in the case.
Yeah.
Nice. So there's a laptop for you, spoofer.
Now that's one I would use.
That's what I
You gotta literally unzip it just to use it.
No, well, that's just a carrying case.
That's
There it is.
huge.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're talking. Ports, you know.
Does it have a USB port?
Not yet.
And I'm guessing that's an Apple, or is that a different kind of?
Yeah, it's a Macintosh portable.
Ooh, there we go. I recognize it there. Macintosh portable.
Yeah, it actually worked. Well, it was sold as not working, but the battery needs to be rebuilt. So, and I just faked the batteries with bench power supplies, and so it does start. I just need to replace the hard disk with a blue SCSI
and the batteries as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the battery would need to be replaced at this point in time. Probably some capacitors too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just cleaned the mess today, and I have to handle it later. But yeah.
All right, so the computer has not locked up, but it still says less than a minute remaining.
I never trust that whenever a computer.
Oh, I know. When it gets to that point, it's just like sit back and fall asleep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You did that, Carther, because if it got hot after that, then that means it's about to blow.
I had a laptop from the 90s. The battery actually, the best battery I ever had. So I had a person call me. I'm gonna move the camera down here for a sec. And they said it was an HP laptop, and they said my power button doesn't work, so we're gonna pretend this is an HP laptop. So they said, can you help me fix it? I said, sure, bring it in, I'll take a look at it. So person brings it in the same day. And as soon as I look at it, I said, I need to take that upstairs now. So the power button was here. The battery was underneath it. And the laptop was about yay thick where the battery was. Sorry. Was about yay thick where the battery was. She was a little swollen. So the guy starts to close it. I'm like, no, for the love of God, don't close it. Because I was so paranoid, like it was just going to blow up.
Emily's wondering if you said 5070 or 570.
Right.
Did you say 570 or 50? For what?
Guessing we were talking about graphics cards?
Oh, it's a GTX 960. So as soon as he brought it to me, I'm like, bud, your battery's like super swollen. He's like, oh, is that what that is? And of course, it was so swollen that you couldn't press the.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, don't close it. I want to take it upstairs right now before this burns down the apartment building. This is when I was living in my old place. It's all good, Emily. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? A 570, 5070 or 570? But yeah, so that's So yeah, even new laptops can. Guess what? We still have less than a minute remaining. For the love of God, just reboot.
So I guess it's the day for leaky things. And this one is very strange. It's a MIDI merger, and it kind of worked someday when it wanted to, but actually it seems the plastic from the DIN connectors actually just disintegrate, so there's liquid on them, and yeah. So I'll have to remove them because they're just corroding and eating traces, and so yeah.
I moved my mic one slot to one. I just moved it a bit, then the cable gets unplugged.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's doing something.
It's doing. The funny part is I take the camera all the way in so I can show, and then it reboots.
So yeah.
Oh, Emily, when you said the 5070, I was gonna joke and say, yeah, even if I got that for free, I'd say that's a terrible card.
Is it done? Carther, it might be done. Please say it's done. I just want this done. If this doesn't seriously work, see this drive? It's going in. And I'm just gonna format it.
It's time to insert that gum stick.
Yep. I'll just put the other drive in because they're both. Actually, it's bigger. This one is 8
bigger
gigs
on the
bigger.
inside.
It's 8 gigabytes bigger because it's a 128, and this one is a 120.
Mm-hmm.
So, you gain 8 gigabytes.
Yay! More space for some MP3s.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when 10 gigabyte drives were the big thing.
I remember when 30 gigabytes was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, you guys.
I
I
was jealous.
just give me like 3 seconds. I gotta go fill up my water bottle. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Ow.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's good.
I remember I was jealous of someone who actually had like a 120 gigabyte hard drive back in the day.
All right, I'm back with some water. I feel like a reporter. I'm back here live with.
We're back with some more news.
Right? Yeah. I don't know what's getting worse right now between you guys and us because we got an election coming up.
Learn from us. Don't vote for the bad guys.
Well, by the way, so interesting note. Speaking of that, have you noticed that somebody has stopped talking about becoming 51st state? Do you know why?
Why is that?
So, Alberta is like redneck. Would be a red state.
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah, like pick a red state. It's super red.
Yeah.
And the premier of the thing went down to Mar-a-Lago and met with your rotting pumpkin and said, please stop talking about it so that they're trying to get the conservatives, which is basically the GOP up here.
Yeah.
Elect it. So she's like, please stop talking about it because it's one thing your guy has done well for the rest of the world is alienated the rest of the world from him and gone, hey, Canada first.
Yeah. Of course, there's other stuff he's talking about right now. There's even more stuff that's blown up in his face.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so So that's why, if you noticed, since it's pretty much been since she said, "Hey, stop talking about it." He hasn't talked about it, but the other day it was brought up at one of the press conferences, and she's like, "Oh yeah, the plastic Barbie."
Classic Barbie.
Yeah, the spokesperson that they have doing the.
I thought
White
maybe
House.
because we have another Barbie nickname for another person in the regime. I'm going to call it now. That's a different name.
So anyway,
Yeah, good.
but yeah,
Good.
so be prepared for it to come back once they we get done. I done my early voting, by the way, or I will be doing my early voting. Sorry, not have done. Will be doing. Now that I'm back up on my feet, I might go out this week and try to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, good. I'm glad he shut up about that for now.
Yeah. Oh, the
I-
keyword is for now, but yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Anyway,
it's pretty obvious.
let's take it back to computer thingies. This scares me. This scares me because this is where it was when I got it.
I hope the sad Mac doesn't pop up.
Oh no, it wasn't a sad Mac. It just literally was this.
Or actually, if the sad Mac popped up, it would actually be a better sign than now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
You
I
can
just-
do it.
I hope so.
You can do it. Cover Winkler and Bees.
For God's sakes, I deleted the god. Ha ha! Just reboot it.
Oh, how your mic peak sounded perfect. I love it.
Sorry.
No, it was funny. I have my volume down low in case of stuff like that usually.
No, I'm not only apologizing to you, I'm apologizing to everyone watching. Sorry, I got a little excited. It rebooted.
Oh, how your voice peaked reminded me of all those videos like old like Xbox Live like recordings, like people like yelling like while playing it peaked exactly like that.
Yeah. I'm just.
Oh boy.
I just wanted to go.
But
Please go.
unlike this time it's a screaming of joy, not screaming of I lost.
Yeah. No, this was like, oh shit balls! It just rebooted. Haha. And now it's like stuck. Please don't be stuck.
It must have heard what I said in my head. What I was going to say out loud was everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah, right. Why? Come on. Bar, go, do thing. Please go.
Come on, Tim Apple.
So there was for those who watch Ron's computer videos on YouTube. Oh, okay. Please. Oh, come on. How many freaking progress bars do we have to go through? Just boot into the goddamn system.
A bajillion. Oh no. This better not be an infinite like boot loop or something like that.
I remember. I unfortunately had to go to bed.
Did you go quiet?
Yeah, for some reason I moved my headset ever so slightly and it muted me.
I thought maybe it was on my end.
I had to move my boom up and down, and then it. But yeah, I remember that stream as well. Unfortunately, I was working and it went late. And I remember watching it the next day, and I was like, literally, I messaged off Steve, like, sent him a text, and I'm like, that is the best sound clip ever. Oh my God. Okay. We got a fucking cursor.
Woohoo! We're actually making it.
Look at this. Look at this. We're at the setup. Holy freaking hallelujah.
Actually, to make it accurate to my avatar, freaking sweet.
All right, not now. Select
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
this
There's
connector stink. Ah, that's awful. I can't forget when to desolder. Crap.
boot it. Yeah. Well, here's what we're gonna do, Carther. I'm gonna set the darn thing up. I'm trying to remember what the guy's name was. Oh shoot. I'm gonna text off the person now because I want to set up an account. Is it gonna connect to my Wi-Fi? It's thinking about it. Please don't fail at this point, because I will cry. Like
Good.
seriously, you're connected to my goddamn Wi-Fi. Move on to the next screen. Look, connected. Why isn't it moving? There we go.
It listened.
It better listen. Oh dear.
Better listen, or else for the love of God and all that is holy, I'll smack you.
Right?
Right.
Okay. I just sent a message off to the person because the person's. Let me see here. How do you want to transfer your information? I don't. Set up later. Skip. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, I want to do, I agree. Because clearly I've read all these stuff. All right, so I am going to point this up for now. You're going to look at all the disorganized bins.
Well, it's fun to look at. So
There you
got
go.
that connector up there that's dangling around.
Oh, well, that's actually from the shelf up above it.
It's
That's
still
where the power
interesting.
supply is. Yeah. Okay, I need to double check the. Okay, I want to double check the password because I want to put it in the thing. This is the nice part about redoing these is that, like, if I get the old information, I can actually set them up the way it was. Okay. Okay. All right, so it's creating the account. You can look. All I did is I have simple first names. I went back, but I couldn't see what the name was. Yeah, that's okay, Carther. I texted the person, and they're like, "This is the person's name," so it's all good. Actually, it's what I thought it was, but I wanted to just double check it because sometimes when I'm doing this, I have a notepad beside me, and I'll literally write things down, like a name, and I didn't do that. So, haha, let's enable location services. Look, we're getting there. Oh my god. Sharonella, nope. F you, Apple. Set up later.
Just put on ways to limit screen time just to mess with them.
All right. That's the voice I like to use. Not now.
I've never
Continue.
used Siri. Is there like an angry British voice for it?
There used to be. I can't seem to find it. All right,
Dang, 'cause that'd be funny.
I'm just gonna leave it at light because they can set that up later. I'm literally defaulting this thing.
Yeah, the person can customize it later.
Holy shoot! Look, okay, hold on. Why the f am I not big right now? Look at this! Look at this!
Woo!
We got a desktop, baby. All right, I want to see what the specs
Yeah.
about this Mac. So it is the i5 1.6 gigahertz with 4 gigs of RAM. Jeez Louise, what if this thing is slow?
That,
All right.
that explains it.
Hey, Matt Crafter, thank you so much. So everybody, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to reboot and see what happens. And we're going to get rid of that, even though I have nothing open, but whatever. All we had to do is just wipe the drive. Hopefully. Please, 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 please load. But it explains why it's also been slow doing things, because when I looked it up on every Mac, because I wanted to find out what year it was, I had a feeling what year it was, but I wanted to double check. There are 2 models of these, so i5 1.6, and then there's a i7 2.6 or something like that. So I came up with the same serial number. So I wasn't sure which one this one was.
And something tells me it's probably DDR3 RAM.
Yeah, it probably is. Holy poop. Look.
It's the zebra of hope.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's put in the password. This is where it got buggered up last time. Yes.
Sweet.
Mm.
Sweet.
Can't see it, but I'm smiling right now because I'm like, yes, yes.
Ta-da! And now I'll just do like it did before. Nice. Yeah, it works. This is what I get excited about.
We're in the money.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
some money
me
out of this
too.
too. Took longer, but I'm not charging the customer extra because this was supposed to be like a 5-minute jobby, but like a 1-hour job really.
And because of the RAM, it was like a 2-hour job.
Well, yeah, I mean the memory and I've never been a fan of Airs. They've always had like crap ass specs. Okay, I gotta text off the. Actually, I'm gonna end the stream before I text off the client. So, they can wait. Oh, I also picked up this module power supply.
Ooh.
God only knows what brand it is.
It-
Absolute garbage king. I have no idea.
I want to say those might be okay because I've seen some computers with like AGK in them before.
But it also had like all the cables. I haven't tested it yet, but it has all the cables stuck on the top. So
You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now.
it's AGK 850. It should probably be an 850 watt power supply. Yeah, I never heard of it either, Carther. This is literally the first time I heard of it. So it's an 80 plus gold, which is impressive.
I'm looking at reviews. Apparently, it seems to be okay.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I've only seen like one review saying it broke down and their warranty is not honored or something like that. Wait.
$100 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then someone complained about it not being fully modular.
Well, I don't know what they're talking about because literally, look, there's the modular part of it.
They're probably like the builders that really are obsessed with cable management, which I have no concept of.
Yeah, welcome to the club. But like I mean, even your 24 pin right there, 2024 pin is modular. Like everything's because sometimes you get the modular ones on like your 24/4 or sorry 24/20 and then your 4/8 are like hardwired in and then the rest of it's modular, but this is fully modular. Like what are they complaining about? It's a Aries game. I'm gonna say Aries game. AGK 850. Cool. Hey
Oh,
Joe,
the
you missed it. You missed it. It works. It freaking works. It chimes. It bloody well chimes. We ended up. I ended up just do a quick recap of this because I should let the client know soon, and I want to end the stream first. So, I'm gonna come back on camera. It works. So happy. So ended up with a bunch of weirdness. It wouldn't go into verbose mode. We tried a shift boot. It wouldn't do that. Did several PRAM resets because every time you tried to load the OS, it just effed up the computer. Was able to do an internet recovery. Did a test first on the drive. Found an error. It fixed it. Tested the drive. Rebooted it. Same problem. So ended up going back into internet recovery. Went into disk utility, and I said "F you," and because the person said I don't care. Like you can nuke the drive. I nuked the drive. Did a reinstall of 12 OS 12, and it works. I even rebooted it. Just finished rebooting it a little bit ago, Joe. And yeah, hey, no worries. So, on that note, thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been fun. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe buttons, do all the good stuff. Check out trinastech.com. You can find links to all my online presence, including my coffee account. If you can afford it to support this channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Go to trinastech.com, click on the coffee link, and buy me a coffee. That'd be greatly appreciated. I might need a coffee after the stream. Or a rum and coke, maybe. Oh, rum and coke, yeah. Double rum and coke. So thanks, Spoofer. Thanks, Socket Wench. Thanks, Francois. I think that was all that joined.
Frederick?
Welcome.
Oh, Frederick. Yeah, I totally forgot about Frederick. Whoops, Frederick. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks everybody that's tuned in. And I might be streaming tomorrow because I'm energetic now. So stay tuned for that one. And it's also Easter Monday, so people are off. So have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.